This is today's WWE NXT full show results video, and the show started with a match between Axiom vs Carmelo Hayes, and the result of this match was Carmelo Hayes won the match by pinfall with nothing but net finishing move. The next match happened between Nikita Lyons vs Zoe Stark, and the result of this match was Zoe Stark won the match by pinfall with a victory roll and her hands on the ropes. We get a video package of Fallon Henley talking about her family's money problems with Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs when Kiana James rolls in to appraise the place. She says she's stepped in to solve the problem, paying off the thousands of dollars in commercial taxes they owed, and leading the bank to put a lien on the property so she'll be able to buy the bar outright soon. They trade insults and set it up as a match where if Fallon wins she gets to keep the bar. Kiana, reasonably, asks why she should agree to that, and Henley says if she loses, the bar will get signed over at no additional cost. Then we saw a triple threat women's tag team match between Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley vs Katana Chance and Kaden Carter vs Toxic Attraction for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was Katana Chance and Kaden Carter won the match by pinfall when Carter reverses Ivy Nile's submission hold into a pin to retain the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Back from the commercial, Booker T gets a sit-down interview with Roxanne Perez, and asked how she feels. She says it was mixed emotions but mostly overwhelmed. She talks up her bona fide and asks Book if he's got any advice for her. He says he's always been about two things, checks and championships, and you gotta make your butterflies line up and fly straight. Apollo Crews makes his entrance and gets on the mic, and he congratulates Roxanne to start and says he knew in his heart he'd be leaving Deadline as NXT champion. He got knocked down a few pegs but he's not out of contention, and he makes his case for getting another title shot at Vengeance Day, and then comes Carmelo Hayes, and he cuts him off and says Crews doesn't have the title either, and Apollo considers it for a moment. He says Melo doesn't understand that no matter how good he thinks he is, there's always somebody better out there. He doesn't have to stand out here and tell him he is, name the time and place and he'll show him. The next match happened between Elektra Lopez vs Indy Hartwell, and the result of this match was Elektra Lopez defeated Indy Hartwell by pinfall with brass knuckles and a loaded punch. Then we saw a match between Briggs and Jensen vs New Day for the NXT Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was New Day won the match by pinfall with Limit Breaker from Xavier Woods on Josh Briggs to retain the NXT Tag Team Championship. Post-match, New Day shake hands with their challengers and there are hugs all around. Then Grayson Waller makes his entrance and gets on the mic, and he calls Braun Breaker out again and says he's not waiting any longer and he wants the NXT Championship right here, right now. We see Braun Breaker driving up to the Performance Center and Grayson is hyped to go, and Breaker storms his way through the building and right to making his entrance. He hits the ring and ducks a lariat and spear, but he goes down unconscious and doesn't get up. Grayson takes his coat off and reveals a plate carrier underneath, and he pulls out a bent piece of armor plate and hobbles over to the mic. Waller says he outsmarted Braun tonight, he outsmarted him at Deadline, and at New Year's Evil, he's going to outsmart him one more time and become NXT champion, because that is the Grayson Waller effect, and the show goes off air.